Hi, Judy from Witchpeace Craft. Welcome to my yarn adventures for this week, which have been interesting, even though I haven't achieved a lot. I learned something new this week. I had to go to court. It took 3 days, and I took my crochet along because I would be sitting in a room waiting around a long time, and I thought I'd do a little crochet project each day. Well, the first day, it didn't get past security. The crochet hook is considered a weapon, and they took it off me. Said I could claim it at the end of the day. But you can take books in, which I had my Kindle thing on my phone. I could read the book I was reading. But I did say to the security guard, being quite cheeky, so if I brought a weighty tome of War and Peace in, that's not classed as a weapon, even though I could hit someone over the head and knock them out. He wasn't impressed, but he did take my point. But yeah, unfortunately, 3 days with lots of time sitting around reading when I would have liked to have been crocheting. I understand you can't take knitting needles in, but you can take a crochet hook on a plane. So I don't know why the local courthouse wouldn't allow the crochet hook. But anyway, learn something new. So I have been quite mentally drained, and I did receive Happy Mail early in the week, but I waited till last night to open it so I could appreciate it. And yes, my fairy godmother Janice sent me another big bag of yarn. I've had a sneak look, but I want to share it with you. I did receive another box of yarn with wool contents from a subscriber, but she doesn't want me to share it on camera, which is fair enough. I didn't pick up the mail. My son picked up the mail. And he stood there like a parent saying, "You are not allowed to buy any more yarn. You are on a yarn ban. You have far too much yarn." And I'm going, "Yes, son." He goes, "I'm going to put a parent lock on your computer so you can't buy yarn online." Yes, no worries. Thinking, you can't stop me when I'm at work. I can still buy it when I'm at work. But anyway, Janice sent me some awesome yarn, so I'll share it with you. This is 16 ply chunky purple grey. This is awesome. I think I've only used chunky or super bulky once for the dabbling hook pattern, but there is enough in here for a project, so I might have another go. Of course, there are some Cairns cakes. There's this one in rainbow sherbet, nice bright colours there. I love this one because I've been looking something for a project with a Cairns cake, and I don't need a lot, but she has sent me this one, buttercream. I needed the beiges and browns, which I don't have in my stack, and this one in purples, which is Bumbleberry. I think I have used this for a cowl, and if you're watching me in November, stay tuned because you might know something about purple come November. So yes, there were the Cairns cakes. Then there is this gorgeous colourway from Cleckheaton. It's a 3-way 8-ply. There's no colour name, it's just a number. Oh, there is. It's really small. Lagoon. We have a Cairns lagoon. Should take a photo of it one day. I like this. Orange is my favourite colour, but these last few weeks I've been a little turned off. We're going through a state election here, and a new electoral party has arisen, and they're using orange as their colour. For me, they're a little weird party, and not impressed that they chose my orange, but yes, love this colour. And then I have got this yarn, a ball of this yarn. I've never heard of them. 100% New Zealand wool, naturally loyal. Chunky 14 ply. A beautiful colour. Just a colour number, no name. Then there is this yarn. I have never heard of it. Plassard Primo. It's made in France. There are no colour names. There's a few of this. There's this tealy blue, this grey, oops, it's coming undone, this beigey colour, and this creamy colour. There's 4 of those, are full skeins, balls. That'll make a great project. Thank you for that. Another ball of this Merino Value Spotlight yarn, which is really soft. Janice sent me a ball of this in the last bag, and this is the colour I use for my beehive tea cozies. I've mentioned it before. I've just finished the tea cozy. I've got to make the bee yet from previous yarn Janice has sent me. And then, yeah, if you've ever used this Plassard yarn, can you let me know in the comments below what you think of it, what you would use it for? It's in French, 80% acrylic, 10% lane, 5% alpaca, 5% visco, and use a 5.5 needle. So yeah, if you've used this, guys, let me know what you think of it and what project you would recommend for it. So then I have this Knoll Coast, 55% lamb's wool, 45% cotton. I've never tried this. It's quite fine. It's like an 8-ply, maybe even a 5-ply, and it's from West Yorkshire. I was born in Yorkshire, not West Yorkshire, but Yorkshire. This beige colour in that. There's a couple of those. There's 2 of those. There's this tealy colour. This, wait a minute, does it have a colour name? I thought. This one is called Robin's Egg Blue, and this is called Tawny Owl. So there's 2 of those, which is awesome. And I haven't heard of this one, Cal or Yarns and Design. This is really nice. Made in the EU, no colourway, 80% tencel and 20% linen. Really fine, beautiful, soft yarn. That is gorgeous. Nice burgundy colour. And then there is this couple of odds and ends without bands. This did have a band, it's dropped off in the bag. This is Heritage Gypsy yarn in a burgundy colour. This is Australian made yarn. This is soft. This is really nice. And then there's this big ball of, I'd say, 3-ply grey yarn, which is really soft too. So I have all this lovely yarn from my friend and subscriber Janice, who is becoming allergic to different yarns and has generously sent me this to use for charity and different things, which was really nice. I did receive another box from a subscriber with wool in it, but she didn't want me to share it on video, and that's fine. You can send me gifts. I don't have to share them with the world. They can be just special between us. And that was really nice. So that person knows who they are. Thank you very much. I did have one acquisition. I use, and I always rave about them, Shigu knitting needles, and I bought 3 pairs of knitting needles from Fiberific in Brisbane, Australia. She has good value needles. She hand dyes yarn if you're into hand dyed yarn. A little out of my price range at the moment. But yeah, I find even with freight, they're just as cheap as if I get them from overseas, if not cheaper. And I bought 3 different sizes, all 40 centimetre for different hats and tea cozy projects. I bought a 3.75, a 5 millimetre, and a 4 millimetre. I have a few 4 millimetres, but never enough. And she has great range, so check out Fiberific's website. I can't leave a link to that in the description below. This video is unscripted, unedited. I just can't be bothered, mentally drained. I did manage to do a few small projects at night to try and unwind between each day in court. I did have an afternoon to spare at the end of it, but one of the projects I did for Pink October is this, sorry, I only have a little boy head, pink sun hat with flower. Now this is just something, it's probably a combination of a lot of people's different tutorials that I just make. I just freestyle it and I've put different sections together. This is made in 2 cottons put together because I'm still enjoying learning how to do that. This is Erickson cotton, which is available in Australia. I don't know if it's available overseas. There's I had this ball of pink and this ball of lighter pink, and I put it together, and then I put this little flower on the side. So that was my sun hat on a boy's head for Pink October, AU. Still doing that. I made another hat, which is when I had time. I made a knitted Ross hat in this is a ball of yarn from Janice that didn't have a ball band, but it's a 3-way, and of course the Ross hat. I like the way it turned out. I didn't colour control it, I just went with it. And yeah, I finished another Ross hat in a smaller size. Beauty of the Ross hat, any size yarn, any ply weight, different cast-ons for different sizes, always turns out great. Put a link for that one again. And my afternoon in the backyard with Fiber Spider, I made the 3D cluster hat. I watched his tutorial out in the garden and I did this. I did post a photo on Instagram, and yeah, it's awesome. Great tip about the stitch markers. Highly recommend this. This is still a cake of leftover yarn from Janice. I think I have made 3 hats from that cake. 2 Ross hats and this one. And no colour controlling, just the way it worked. Loved the tutorial. Definitely try this 3D cluster hat. Love the texture of the hat. It's very different. I think I was watching a while back one of Gary's Urban Yarn videos, and he did the Fiber Spider waffle stitch hat, and because I enjoyed that tutorial so much, I did the waffle stitch hat because I always wanted to try it. This is in Spotlight 4-way USA style yarn. All I did that was different is I had an extra row to the band because that's the way I like them. Because of the yarn and the weight and the style of it, it's a little bit bigger, but it does fit me, but I don't wear hats. So yeah, Pink October, more pink yarn, and I made another hat. I'm going to have quite the beanie stash when I plan to give them all away to different charities. Update on my health. My knee is now unstrapped. It's about 85% recovered. Hey, I'm doing really well. I'm at cheered me up no end. I'm a bit more mobile. Just have trouble going up and down steps. But yeah, 85% recovered. Nearly there. And the 2 days I spent at work were a bit strange and quite busy because I had to go back through hard copies of documentation to try and find information from 1979. And boy, I'll just tell you, was that interesting. I did find information that we were looking for, but what I came across was some unusual things, like my committee when they were really young in media photos, which were a bit of a laugh. And I found something in an annual general meeting report, which I found interesting but quite strange to be in an annual general meeting report. And I thought I'd share it with you if you're interested. Anyway, people are unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish or ulterior motives. Do good anyway. Not great at this. If you are successful, you will win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness makes you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. I had that discussion with my hairdresser yesterday. The biggest men with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest men with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help but may attack you if you help them. Help people anyway. Give the world the best you have and you'll be kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you've got anyway. So there you have it, guys. Anyway, have a crafty day. Take care of each other. And until next time, thank you for watching. Bye for now.